What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shimer Fantasy Battle Report's got another battle report for you today. It is WickedGT round number 2, led by the wonderful Navarro's twins. And basically, so guys, I ended up getting a game 1 against Mr. Austin Murray, got a 14-point win. Game number 2, I am going against Mr. Walter Reasoner. Walter Reasoner is a Kingdom of Equittaine player. I'm going to go ahead and spitfire these freaking, what my army list has, so you guys might just see these for a split second, but here we go. We got my 32 Cave Gnashers, I got my 5 Wolf Riders, I got my 28 Savage Orc Ed Bashers with extra hand weapons, with the big Stabadon and the Green Tide Banner. I got my another unit of 5 Wolf Riders, got another unit, got a unit of 20 Common Goblins with bows, shields, and light armor. Got my 2 Doom Divers, got my General who has a 3-up 5-up Crown of Autocracy and paired weapons. He's strength 7 on the charge, and I got the big upgrade on my Wyvern, the Nidhogg. Over here got my 3 K-Pack Goblin Wolf Chariots and my Wizard Master in the background, my Pyromancer Baxter the Pyromaniac. Over here I got my 38 Common Goblins with bows, shields, and Shady Gits. I got 3 Shady Gits, and then I got my 2 characters, my Wizard Master of Witchcraft and my BSB. And guys, there is a Shy Ambulance. I did all that in under a minute and 30 seconds. That's how you know it's a Shy Hammer video. Spitting fire, ripping out the freaking battle lists, and getting a damn ambulance to interrupt me. Alright. Let's go over turn 1 here. I don't have a picture of his army list, but you could kind of make it out, and we'll go ahead and show you what he has. On the far left, outside of the picture, he has a unit of like 6 Knights of the Realm. He also has a unit of Yemen Outriders. On the left, in that blue, right by the house, on the left side, the first one on the left, is his Knights Forlorn. He does have a reliquary in the unit, and then right next to that, he has a unit of Grail Knights. They are unpainted, but there's 5 of them. Right in the middle, the big center, the big block, that's a unit of Peasants with Spears. Next to them is a unit of Peasant Crusaders. The BSB is inside the unit of Peasant Crusaders. His General is on a Hippogriffin right in the back. His Wizard Master is a Druidism woman who's right by the house. She's just chilling on the porch, making herself tea when these freaking Savage Orcs just started coming in. Coming on in. He does have a unit of Peasant Bowmen in the back, and then he also has another unit of Yemen on the right. Let's go ahead to turn 1. Kingdom of Equittaine, turn 1. He's going to go ahead and move his Yemen over here, and I'm just like, son of a bitch, I did not protect my Doom Diver well enough. I thought, you know, I got far range, he has to move, whatever. I forgot that he has these guys who are just going to go ahead and tear up my War Machine. So this basically means either I have to sacrifice my Wolf Riders, or I have to just do a lot of magic to get into him. Basically, that's how he moved. Now, he did make a mistake where he deployed. He didn't realize the freaking water was going to make him take dangerous terrains, so he decided to walk around the water to avoid the situation. The one thing is, though, is that tends to split up his army a little bit more, as you can see in the next turn. What ends up happening with the Peasant Crusaders. But basically, they are the ones that are closest to me, and they are the ones that are my current target. Right now on my side, you can see I have my Savages and my Squigs on the flanks. I have the K-Pack in the center, because basically anything that's coming up the center is just going to get hit with the impact hits. I just kind of want to scare them off, which is kind of doing. Got my Goblins on the hill. I got my Wizard behind the hill because my Wizard is, I just didn't want to get hit with anything. Got my Doom Diver on the hill. My Generals are chilling back with the other Goblins. And let's go where we are. Magic, you got a 2 on the flux. Goes ahead and does an Oaken Throne. I stop everything else. Basically, I let the Oaken Throne go through because I'm afraid of the Master of Earth from him shooting from the hill into my Pyromancer. Go to turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 1. I go ahead and I give them my dogs. Like I said, I just kind of was like, I'm not going to go ahead and let them get my Doom Diver. My Doom Diver is very important. I need to kill that damn Hippogriff. I can, and I repeat, I can probably shoot his Damsel, which I probably should have. But the Hippogriff kind of scares me a little bit more, in all honesty, because once it gets in, I don't know really how I can handle it with that armor save. And like a re-rollable armor, or whatever it has. Magic got a 5 on the flux. Go ahead and I do a Pyroclastic Flow into these guys to just basically have them stop annoying me. It does cause a panic. They do run off the table, and my Wolf Riders are just there like, ha ha. Alright. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Enveloping Embers. He tries to stop it, but it goes off, and it's going to go ahead and burn off about 8 of his Peasant Crusaders. And then top it off after that, I'm going to go ahead and do, what is this? The ballistic skill shooting thing. What is it called? Bewitching Glare. Go ahead and do Bewitching Glare. It's going to start off the shooting phase. I'm going to shoot into them and end up killing off 7 fucking more with ballistic skill shooting. Holy shit. Doom Diver is going to go ahead and shoot into his freaking Hippogriff, end up doing 1 wound, which is not going to matter because Druidism will heal it back. And then over here, these guys are going to shoot into his Peasant Crusaders, do 1 more wound. It's going to start off turn 2, Kingdom of Equittaine. I'm sorry, guys, this is going to be a fast video. I'm being dead serious. I'm also at work right now, so I'm trying to record this video before work and just get it pumped out to you. I kind of want to get all these videos out as soon as possible. I am doing a lot of stuff at home. I'm working on a surprise, actually, for you guys. But I'm working on a surprise. I'm still working on my comic book, so I'm also doing this, and I'm also getting my list ready for ETC recently. So let's go into turn 2, Kingdom of Equittaine. He goes ahead and he moves up. Like I said, he did have 2 units. I think those are actually 2 units of Knights of the Realm on the left. But his Peasant Crusaders move up a little bit further. Magic, he ends up getting an 8 on the Flux. He tries to do the Master of Earth, I stop it. He goes ahead and he ends up doing Stone Skin on his Knights Forlorn because he's afraid of another enveloping Embers. It goes off. I let it go through, but the motherfucker heals his Hippogriffin. And let's go into turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 2, Orcs and Goblins. Guys, I'm going to give you a 5-second warning on a 5, 4, 3, 2, WOG! So I'm going to call the WOG, alright? I think I was watching Gene's videos from War Gaming from the Balcony. I think he calls it a war cry. Is it called a war cry? All this time I thought it was called the WOG still, or the WARG. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and charge my savages into his Peasant Crusaders. Now he could flee if he wants to. I really don't give a flying fuck if he flees or not. But basically I need a 10, and the way I look at it is if I fail, my dogs just run and chaff. Anyways, if I get in, great. Oh well. So I'm going to charge in, and holy shit, I got in. Boom! Like that. Oh my god, he's going to get hit freaking hard. Now, they do have Bodyguard. The BSB is in this unit, and he does have, like, I think a Reliquary there. As you can see, I did use my dogs. Like I said, I was going to chaff, and I do chaff. I chaff his freaking Knights Forlorn, and I chaff his Peasant Knight, or his Peasant Spearman. Move up the K-Pack, move up my General, move up my Squigs. I ain't scared of shit. Don't even remember what the freaking scenario was. I think the scenario might have been flags. I want to say it was flags, and that's why my units were sitting behind my other units. Not my savages, of course. So, basically, that's how it looks. Magic, I got a 6 on the Flux. Go ahead and I do Bewitching Glare on something. And then shooting. This guy misfires. This guy right here is going to start shooting into some freaking Spearmen, and I end up killing off 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of his Spearmen with the Bewitching Glare shots. 11 of his Spearmen. Holy shit, 12 of his Spearmen. Alright, over here, impact hits, does 1 wound. Savages go in and holy fuck! I love you bastards. I love you so much. Look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 wounds. 16 freaking wounds. Close this. I don't want to see this. 16 wounds. He goes back, and I think he might have done like a wound or 2 back, but it doesn't even matter. Holy shit, I rip him apart. He is stubborn. I think he does stick, but it's not going to matter at all. It's going to start off turn 2, Kingdom of Equittaine. Kingdom of Equittaine turn 2 or 3. I think this is turn 3. Shit. Should be turn 3. I have the dial wrong. So he's going to go ahead and charge into my dogs. He's going to charge into my dogs, and he's going to charge into my savages, it looks like. And I think we decided he couldn't really fit into the savages because of the wheels or something like that. He does charge in here. Magic, he gets a 1 on the Flux. Yeah, it looks like he didn't get in, or he failed the charge. He's going to start shooting into my dogs here, ends up killing off 1. Over here, he did charge into my Squigs, and my Squigs, holy shit, they went nuts on 1 unit. Only 1 unit. The other unit, not so much. So I end up killing off 5 knights on the right side, but on the left side, I don't even think I killed 1. He did rubber lance on me, though, so he didn't kill as many as he should have, and we're going to stick there. Oh, no, he blows me up. Didn't he blow me up? No, I think that's it. I think that's it. This is him killing my dogs, And yeah, we're going to stick on that corner. Over here, close combat, I end up killing off the rest of them. His reliquary is going to panic and run, and it runs through his bowman. Now, I do have an interesting situation here where I could have chased the reliquary, but instead I'm going to try to restrain, which I do, and I'm going to turn into the flank of his spear block, and this is going to be glorious. It's going to start off turn 3, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 3, Orcs and Goblins. I'm going to charge into his flank. Holy shit! Charge into his flank with the Savages and the K-Packet to the front. This is going to be just a massacre. A fucking massacre. I go ahead and move my general up because I'm not even worried about it. I move my Wolf Riders in front of his way over there, and I'm just basically keeping a good leadership bubble with my general while I realize his peasants are going to die a horrible, horrible death. My Goblins are moving up in bus formation just in case I need to use them on the Knights, and I'm just going to shoot into his Knights Forlorn and shoot him with Doom Divers. Magic end up doing a Scorching Salvo, end up killing off 3 of these Knights Forlorn and hit his Druidism woman, his witch there, and it made me realize his witch is basically butt naked sitting out in the open. I'm going to go ahead and shoot here into his witch. I end up killing her off, like I said. I realized she's just sitting outside the unit, and I hit her butt naked. Over here, I'm going to start shooting into his Knights Forlorn, do 2 wounds. Over here, I'm going to shoot my Doom Diver. It misfires. Over here, close combat, end up killing off the 1 guy and then doing 3 more wounds. He does do more wounds. No, he does 1 wound. Never mind. He doesn't do shit. He needs new dice, guys. He really does need new dice. I do win combat. I turn around to basically face the flank here. Over here, close combat. Woo! Impact hits. Did 3, 6, 9 wounds so far. And he ends up doing 2 wounds back. And then my Savages go. And that is a depleted freaking Spearman unit. That is a depleted Spearman unit. Holy shit. He did kill 3 of my guys. I do chase him. Now, when I chase him, I'm going to chase him away from my K-Pack, right? So he's going to run towards the table edge that way. But it basically pivots my Savage Orcs. My Savage Orcs will get a new charge right into his Archer bunker, and my K-Pack hits his General. It's going to start off turn 3, turn 4. Turn 4! Kingdom of Equittaine. He's going to charge into my dogs here because he has to. And that's it. It's going to go into close combat. He kills the dogs. He tries to overrun into my Goblins. It fails. Over here, close combat. Holy shit. My K-Pack did 9 wounds to his guy. He did not make as many armor saves as he needed. And he did not make his ward saves. And his Duke is dead on the Hippogriff. Holy shit. I want to say it's dead. Where's the picture of it? No, it's still alive. Holy shit. What happened? Did I just flub on it? Did he save it all? No, he died. He definitely died. I just skimmed ahead. Alright, over here, close combat. I end up destroying the freaking archers. I overrun right into the reliquary. This reliquary did rally. It's going to kick its ass there. It's going to start off turn 5 or 4 or 5 here. It looks like nothing happened. It looks like we did some combats and nothing happens. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I want to say this is. As you can see, my K-Pack is free to go running around. I'm going to charge my Goblins downhill into his... I did it into his Knights. His Knights fled, which I was kind of shocked about, to be honest. Why didn't I charge the Squigs in? That's a good question. Oh, I did charge the Squigs in. Squigs are going to charge into those guys. Those guys run further, and my K-Pack runs into the Knights Forlorn, even though I have to take dangerous terrains. I did want to charge my General in, but I was afraid if my K-Pack, for whatever reason, failed to charge, and my General went in, my General's going to die a horrible, horrible death. Magic got a 2 on the Flux. As you can see, that's how the table looks. Did not catch those other guys. Go ahead and I do... It looks like Deceptive Glamour on these bastards, and then I can't tell what the other one is. Shooting phase, I'm going to shoot into these guys. Does 2 wounds. Over here, close combat. He ends up killing one of my guys. I end up killing the Reliquary. Over here, close combat. I only got a 9 on the impact hits, plus 3, so 12. And I only kill off a couple guys, maybe 3. Holy shit, that was horrible. That was horrible. Close combat. He ends up. It looks like I ended up winning combat. He didn't do much in wounds. I have a charge, a rear, 3 wounds. It looks like he did 1 maybe. So it's about. I have like he has like 1 banner, 3 ranks. So I win combat, but not by much. He is steadfast. He does just turn around to face me. And then over here, these guys did not rally on his turn. Almost out of pictures here. Turn 4 or 5. Basically, I end up killing off one of his guys with my dogs. He ends up killing off one of my chariots. I lose combat, but I'm going to stay there. It's going to start off turn 5, my turn. And I'm going to charge everything into the flanks of his Knights Forlorn. Get everything in. This is basically how the game's going to end very soon. This is a very beautiful picture. And magic, I got Bring the Pain. I got Deceptive Glamour up. And yeah, go into close combat, kill a bunch of his bastards here. He doesn't really do any moons back. That unit's going to pop. And when that unit pops, I do catch him. And that's going to be a 20-0 victory for me. And holy shit, guys, I got this video down in under 15 minutes. Or just over 15 minutes. Woo! 20-0 victory for me. Game number 2. So I'm starting off with a really good lead. I realize I'm starting off with a really good lead. We'll see how that goes. MVP is very simple. It's the Savage Orc Edbashers. They just destroyed whatever they touched. They just destroyed it. I don't care about parry. I don't care about your BSB. I don't care about shit. I'm just going to go in and kill everything. And that's what my Savages did. Overall points, I think the Savages took a shit ton of points in this game. My Wizard did really good. My opponent did make some mistakes by leaving his Druidism out of the unit. I asked him why he did that, and I think he was a little confused on using it effectively. I think he was afraid of putting it around the front lines, which is what he said originally. And I was like, well, you had an archer bunker, you could have just put it in that front line. But to live and learn. We're going to go into Game 3 soon after this game. Game 3 is against Mr. Wesley King, which this is another new opponent for me. It's going to be a very interesting game. He looks like he's a West Coast guy, or at least Colorado guy. I forgot where he's from. But we're going to get into that game as soon as I can. Guys, if you like this video, hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys would like to show some support, you can go on to my Patreon, where any donation would be much appreciated, especially since I'm going to ETC. Shit's expensive, yo. Anyways, guys, I got 3 more games from Wicked, and then I got 5 games from Buckeyes, as well as I got one of the practice games in, and I'm going to try to get a practice game in with Jeff on the weekend. So overall, I think that that's it. That's it. Overall, the list is doing okay, pretty well. I do like the Witchcraft ballistic skill shoot, or battle focus shooting. That's kind of fun. But overall, yeah. All right, guys. Till next time, take care and peace.